you spoken to all of the women since the news?
I've spoken to most of them. Yes. You know, I have close friendships with a lot of them, and we talk often. And I think you have to kind of say, like, guys, I'm still okay. You have to kind of put it out there and be vulnerable. Like, listen, of course my feelings were hurt when all this happened, but like, I love you and I care about you and I still want to hear about you and I don't want anything to change and you don't have to worry about that.
What was your reaction when Garcelle just replied, okay, when she was asked about you leaving the show?
Oh, I didn't even know she did. Well, I mean, our thing at the reunion, I mean, here's the thing. I like Garcelle. I think she's funny and beautiful and smart. And, you know, I made a good point at the reunion, so she's probably a little bitter about it. But other than that, I think she's great. And I think she's going to have a lot of success on the show. And I'm excited to watch her.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anybody was surprised that Denise decided to, either if she decided to leave or if they asked her not to come back. I mean, is it almost like a relief that all that drama is going to be behind us as well?
I mean, any drama, that was brutal last year. So I'm just happy to no longer be a part of that.
No longer be. How is your dad feeling about it? Because I know he's a big fan of this show.
Oh my gosh. He's like, am I not going to be watching it anymore? I'm like, I don't know, Dad. You're going to have to make that decision yourself. But I just saw him recently and, you know, he still teases me about everything. Like, he's like, pink hair? Why? And I'm like, it's probably going to be pink again. I'm like, I get antsy with my hair when I'm post-baby.
I love that. I love that. Is he like a big fan of other Bravo shows?
Oh, he just started watching Housewives because I was on it. And then he started becoming, you know, like, oh, I love her, blah, blah, blah. And then like has nicknames for everybody. So that's really how it kind of started. But I don't know if he's more of a news type of guy.
Yes. Do you have any regrets from the show? Anything that you wish you could do over again?
Any regrets? No, I don't. There's of course things in your life that you watch back. You know, I remember my second season, I watched back like, oh my gosh, like I was kind of nagging my husband a lot and I apologized to him and it wasn't a regret. It was a learning opportunity. So I hate to say regrets, but I have learned things about myself from the show. Yeah. And I've grown because of those things. Like I don't watch them and go, gosh, I've never made a mistake in my life. I watch them and go, okay, I could work on that. Like watching back last season, I'm like, okay, I'm glad that I said all of the things that I said because I had to say them. Maybe I could have done it in a different tone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, I think because, and I'm not using this as an excuse whatsoever, but being pregnant and, you know, not having that like glass or two of wine to kind of loosen things up, you're tense, especially when you know that like you're having to have these hard conversations. And so, yeah, I wish I could have laughed things off a little bit more, been a little lighter in moments, but like, you know what? Sometimes I'm just type A.
Yeah, no.
That's how it goes.
I mean, do you ever wish that like the Brandi and Denise stuff never even came to, or Brandi never brought it up to your attention because then it never really would have got going?
Had I never been told that information on camera, I mean, of course, you hear tons of things that happen off camera, and I would never have repeated those types of things on the show. That's just not who I am. I'm not out to like get somebody, but once something's on camera, it's on camera.
Yeah, it's going to come out.
That's, I mean, you know, when you're doing the show, like if you've got skeletons, if you've got this, if you've got that, there's a chance it's going to come out on camera. Mm-hmm. And so that's really how I kind of lived my life on the show was I'm not going to be to the point where I'm looking for stuff outside of the show to bring up. But if something is told on camera and it directly affects me, I had to handle it.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to come out eventually.
Yeah. And I mean, I think about it in hindsight, like, could you imagine had I not told her and she was blindsided when the show came out?
Right. That's true. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we all gossiped about her behind her back, what we thought? Come on.
Yeah. No, that's true.